Hey, Joshua Cameron here again with Toward Goodness with the Chronic Pain Miracle Healing System. And hey, I wanted to share with you, today on Valentine's. Well, it may not be today, right, when you see this video, but on Valentine's Day of 2023, I'm part of my local Chamber of Commerce, which might be a little silly that, or it might seem a little silly that a healer, right, remote healer would be part of the Chamber of Commerce, but I'm looking to normalize this. I want people to know that, hey, this is a real thing. And I want people who are suffering day in and day out for years and years to know that, hey, you know what, there's hope. Not only is there hope, but I mean, imagine what would that do for your life, right? If you're somebody who just struggles to get out of bed because of how stiff and how painful your body is, uh, maybe going to the grocery store is so much harder of a task than it ever should be. Maybe going to a friend's house, right, is just as arduous task, and it's almost not worth the effort. And the problem with that is then we often will start to isolate ourselves. If we isolate, well, now the pain will often make us resentful. And we'll feel like our body is like a warden, like a prison warden. And as we isolate, well, then it starts to really affect the mind. We might even find that we're a bit of a burden to our family, or at least feel that way, even if our family doesn't, which does no, gifts, definitely not a gift to the mind. Well, anyway, this event that I was going to, it's called, What Women Want in Business. It's like, I haven't been taking hormone therapy, right? This is natural. Um, and it seemed a little strange, but the chamber leadership assured me, look, we were really encouraging men to show up. In fact, they had a male speaker there just to show that, hey, this is very co-ed friendly. And being that it seemed a little out of sorts, a bit, exclusionary title and all, I haven't been to one of these events before. Well, I wanted to make sure that I show up as my best self. And anytime that you want to show up as your best self, right, whether it be, an interview, whether it be an event like this, networking event, hanging out with friends you haven't seen, you're going on a date. Well, I encourage you to get your heart and mind in alignment. Well, how do you do that, Joshua? Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, the best way to do that, one, is through meditating. But then two, I've got this heart math sensor, and that goes on my earlobe, and I've got this awesome app on my phone. It'll actually help me see how much in alignment I'm in. And in just under a 30-minute session, it pegged me at 6.8, which is pretty phenomenal. Anything above a 3 is doing pretty well. And so I was able to show up very friendly, very open. People were attracted to me. I talked to a few people and said, you know what? I know people who could totally use your help. Got some phone numbers, met some people, and look, this is how the world works, right? We're influenced by energy, whether we like it or not. And are you in alignment? Right? Is your mind and heart in alignment, or are they going in perpendicular directions? If they're going in perpendicular directions instead of parallel, well, you'll find that you'll be working against yourself. And whatever it is that your ultimate chief aim is in going somewhere, you might find that you get the exact opposite. And then you might say to yourself, I knew I shouldn't have gone. Well, then it starts to become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And then with that, again, comes that inclination to start to cloister ourselves and to isolate ourselves. And again, that isolation does no favor to the brains unless, you're somebody who's very comfortable. You do a lot of meditating, you're very zen, then you might find that isolation can actually help you learn what it is that you need to learn. But when you're forced into isolation and you don't choose it because your body just doesn't allow you to move very well, I mean, being able to help people step out of that pain for me is a wonderful gift. And probably the best thing that you can do to step out of the pain of feeling that you need to be isolated is to get your heart and mind in alignment. So just make sure that next time that you got somewhere to go, maybe you feel a little uneasy, maybe you're not sure what you're going to get if you go somewhere, get your heart and mind in alignment. And I think that you'll find that your energy will actually attract people to you. And you'll find that you'll get exactly what you're looking for. In life, will start to give you some pretty amazing gifts and reminders that, you know what, the universe is our friend, as long as you allow it to be, right? Treat the universe as a friend, and it'll treat you as a friend. See that the world works for you and happens for you, not happens to you, and you'll see more reasons for the world happening for you. But if it happens to us, well, then that's the only way in which that's our paradigm in which we consume, our thoughts and that we view the world. And so, how are your thoughts? How is your mind in alignment with your heart? Is it really wanting what your heart wants? Right? Do you say, hey, I want to do this? And your mind's like, yeah, but this isn't a good idea. I shouldn't go out and do this. Oh, but I'm in so much pain. Right? Make sure that you get your heart and mind in alignment. You'll find that things will start working for you in some of the most uncanny ways. And hey, this has been a pro tip from Toward Goodness. And may your life be better, and may love and truth always guide your path.